You slept 8 hours. You drank coffee, maybe 2 coffees, and somehow you still feel drained. Not sleepy, heavy, like your battery never fully charges. So what's wrong? 1,000 years ago, Zen masters gave an answer before psychology had words for it. You are tired because you are carrying things that are not happening right now. Most people think exhaustion comes from work. Sometimes it does, but often it comes from mental weight, unfinished conversations, imaginary future disasters, regret from years ago, pressure to become someone else. Your body is in today, but your mind is dragging 10 timelines behind it, and that friction is exhausting. What if your tiredness has less to do with sleep and more to do with thought? There's a kind of tiredness sleep can fix, and there's another kind sleep cannot touch. You know this one. You wake up tired. You rest on weekends and still feel empty. You take a vacation and somehow bring stress with you. Because the body was resting, but the mind never stopped carrying. There's an old Zen saying, when walking, walk. When eating, eat. Simple. But most people do this. When eating, worrying. When showering, replaying arguments. When working, fearing tomorrow. When resting, feeling guilty. The body does one thing. The mind does 5. And then we wonder why we're tired. Modern life rewards constant stimulation. Think faster, do more, respond now. Stay relevant, keep up. But the nervous system pays the bill. Your brain was not built to hold 20 open loops all day. No wonder silence feels uncomfortable. You've become used to noise. And the next sign you're mentally overloaded is subtle, but dangerous. One of the clearest signs of invisible exhaustion? Good moments stop feeling good. Food tastes flat. Music doesn't land. You're with people you love, but absent. Because joy needs attention, and attention is already occupied. Imagine your mind like a browser. One tab, money. One tab, health. One tab, that weird text message. One tab, your future. One tab, who likes you. 12 tabs, identity crisis. Even when idle, battery drains. That's you. Now here's the good news. You do not need to solve every problem tonight. You need to stop carrying all of them at once. Zen doesn't begin by fixing life. It begins by putting down what is not here. Try this. Pause for 10 seconds. Ask, what am I carrying right now? Be specific. Fear of next week? Old shame? Need for approval? Imaginary argument? Name it. Because unnamed weight feels like identity. Named weight becomes luggage. And once you name it, there's one question that changes everything. Ask, is this happening right now? Not could it happen, not what if, right now. Usually the answer is no, and in that moment, the nervous system gets a break. How many times have you suffered over something that never happened? A message not replied to. A scenario invented at 11:43 p.m. A disaster movie made by your own mind. You paid stress in advance. Some people aren't tired because they do too little. They're tired because they use activity to outrun themselves. Constant motion can hide inner weight until night comes, and silence exposes everything. Zen asks uncomfortable questions. If you stopped distracting yourself, what would you feel? That answer may be where healing starts. For 1 hour today, Do one thing at a time. Just eat. Just walk. Just clean. Just listen. This sounds small, but scattered attention creates hidden fatigue. Unified attention restores energy. Some of your tiredness is not life. It's habit. Checking constantly. Comparing constantly. Reacting constantly. The body interprets endless stimulation as danger. Then you call it normal. What happens when stimulation drops for just one day? Try a half-day reset. No news, no random scrolling, no pointless input. Notice what rises. Restlessness first, then boredom, then space, then energy you thought was gone. It wasn't gone. It was trapped under noise. A tired mind is often not weak, just disturbed, like water constantly shaken. Let it settle, and clarity returns by itself. You don't force still water to become clear. You stop stirring it. Imagine waking up without immediately picking up yesterday, without carrying tomorrow before breakfast, without becoming manager of the whole universe by 8 a.m. That energy exists, but it needs space. Some of you watching are not lazy, not broken, not weak. You are overloaded, and you've mistaken overload for personality. That changes today. Each night ask, what happened today? What matters now? What can wait? What isn't real yet? Then put tomorrow down. Sleep cleaner. Wake lighter. Zen never promised perfect life. It offered something better. A lighter mind inside imperfect life. That's freedom. Not escaping responsibility, escaping unnecessary burden. Maybe you don't need more caffeine. Maybe you need fewer mental passengers. Maybe you don't need another productivity hack. Maybe you need to stop carrying what is absent. You may be one honest exhale away from feeling human again. Tonight, before sleep, ask yourself, what am I carrying that is not here? Then set down just one thing. If this video gave you relief, clarity, or language for what you feel, subscribe now, because the next lesson may be the one that changes your whole inner life.